Okay, Mace, what was the most encouraging thing that you experienced God do through you? As we think of athletes in action, the vision is to see a Christ follower on every team, in every sport, in every nation. And so it's fun to hear how you were a Christ follower on your team. What's the most encouraging thing you experienced God do through you?
Um, I think it was really cool. Last week at Athletes in Action, we had a time where seniors could go up and share a couple words, and then people could encourage them, like, as they were leaving. And it was, like, so cool to see. Like, I had, like, one girl from, like, every generation or, like, every year on the team there, and they were all, like, one of them shared, like, oh, Macy got me to come, like, first day of tryouts, and the other one was like, oh, yeah, I was one of those freshmen, and they were just kind of, like, dispersed throughout the crowd, and it was like cool to see that that they like recognize that I've done that, and like because my hope is that they'll keep doing that while I'm gone. Like I won't be there to be the person to get them to come, but just that they can like that seeking out the freshmen becomes like a norm, I guess. But then like in regards to wanting a Christ follower on every team, I don't know if I thought of myself as that person. Like, my team's done because I'm the believer. Like, I wanted more believers on my team. And so my sophomore year, when the first group of freshmen that I wasn't a freshman came in, and one of them, her name is Steph, we just kind of, like, connected, like, the first day. Just, like, our personalities clicked. And so I invited her to AIA, and she kept coming for a little while, and then we decided to like share the KGP book with her, the little gospel book we have, and we went through the whole thing with her, and she was like understood, and then decided she didn't want to pray at the end, and I remember being like disappointed, like, oh man, like I tried, thought it was gonna work, didn't. And then the next week at Athletes in Action, we had a worship night, and one of the songs came on, and it just like got to her heart, and somehow like God had been softening her her heart that whole time, and she just like leaned over to me and whispered like, can we pray tonight? And like I could have like screamed for joy right there, but like we drove a bunch of people home, and then went out on the diag, which is like the heart of campus, after, and prayed. And that's the first time I like got to pray one-on-one with somebody to accept Christ, and it was like so awesome. I just got to watch like the last 3 years her journey with Christ, and like who she's become as a person and as a believer, and like crazy to think that like God put her on that team, and like all I had to do was like be bold enough to share the gospel, and then he just took it from there. And like I've gotten to live with her the last 2 years, and just watch the transformation right in front of you is like the best motivation you can have to go share the gospel again. Like, it was just really awesome and encouraging.
So cool. Thanks, Mace.
Welcome.